Hi everybody, I'm Violinist UnHae Kwon and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use the KF-94 mask from South Korea. Normally all the tutorials I make for this channel is all music based. I have a separate vlogging channel for like the happy planners and stuff like that, but I don't even think I did tutorials on there actually now that I think about it. I kind of keep my tutorials here and they're all music based. But with the mandated stay-at-home order being lifted tomorrow, May 15th, I thought it was extremely important to come on my main channel and talk to you guys about protective gear for life post-quarantine. If you guys have been following the coronavirus outbreak pandemic through the world, y'all will probably know that South Korea was used as a model by many countries on how to not eradicate, but how to contain it and try to return back to normal life as much as possible. However, South Korea's model cannot be used 100% effectively here in the United States because number one, we are just much more massive than they are. Just in real estate alone, we're like bajillion their size, and in population we have quite a bit more as well. And number two, South Korea is way more chill with the government, surveillance and tracking them than we are here in the United States. But what we have learned from South Korea is when this whole coronavirus thing exploded, the first thing that they did was they invented new gear, new masks, badges. They made so many things, and one of these products is the KF-94 mask. Now please be careful, there are knockoff versions. Where there's a good product, there's always a knockoff. So the masks that are KM94, K94, KN94, that is the ripoff of the N95 masks. The actual legit hardcore mask that's like 99.999 effective. Be careful, because even medical professionals are getting bamboozled with fake ones coming out of China. Please be careful. You need to see where they're manufactured. Made in US, made in Korea. Those are the ones that are the safest, because the ones made in US that are N95 masks has gone through extreme rigorous testing that has proven that they are the best chance of protecting you, that the filters work, that the air is not going to blow right in. They've gone through it. The KN94 masks, the KN94 mask and the K94 mask, K95, KN95. There's so many ripoffs of this, and there's so many medical supply companies, websites that have been selling these bad products that have literally failed the FDA testing. It's been impossible. Like, a lot of the parents in the studio are medical professionals, and number one, it's extremely hard to get right now. Number two, it is really expensive to get right now. And number three, it is hard to find the genuine thing. So they've been spending hours and hours and hours, and they won't even share their medical suppliers with other people because they're so scared of running out. So if that's the situation for a medical professional, what are we going to do as civilians when this whole ban gets lifted? So civilians, regular people not of the medical profession in the United States, we've had a couple options here in the United States. We've had regular surgical masks. A lot of cloth masks has been popping up at Target and stuff like that. Washable masks. Or people have just been putting on scarves. Honestly, none of them are extremely protective. If you guys remember back in February and March, the CDC were begging people not to buy surgical masks because they're not effective. They're not effective in you catching something, but it is effective if you are sick. It will stop. There will be a resistance of some kind between you, your sneeze, and another person. But for people who are not affected, it doesn't really do a lot because there are gaping holes on the side of the mask. It doesn't create a seal. The N95 is so effective because it completely seals your nose, your mouth, and a little bit of your chin, that there is no way for things to get in. We don't have access to those. If you have access to those, hit me up, because Mama G needs some N95 masks. My mom and I were looking to antibacterial fabric, which is the new trend in Korea. The only thing is that's highly monitored now. So my mother and I have been really trying to figure out what to do with masks. One of the distributors that we know got their hands on KF-94 masks, and now I've heard of these from friends and doctor friends and parents of my students who are actually in South Korea working. I heard about these masks. They were called Lifeline. This is their lifeline because this was better than a surgical mask, and it's not an N95 mask, but it was their lifeline to be able to be in the front lines without risking themselves so much. So they would wear the KF-94 masks with a barrier shield, which I actually also have in the house somewhere, but it's kind of like a visor. So I highly recommend you guys check out Amazon. I will put a link down below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so you guys, I need to disclaim that. You guys can check that out if you want some extra protection. I know a lot of people in New York have been using visors. So the KF-94 is a lightweight full coverage mask that will protect your face, and I feel like it's more effective than the surgical mask because it does cover your face much more. It creates a slight seal. There is metal for the nose, contorts to your bridge, so it really seals your face. You can really punch it in if you want to. Filters between the inside layer and the outside layer. So I will show you. So this is what it looks like. This is the KF-94 mask, and as you can see, it says made in South Korea. If you guys see this at your normal mart, you should invest. That is my recommendation. I think it is better than any washable mask that is not made with antibacterial cloth or filters. So let's rip it open. It's individually wrapped masks. So this is what it looks like when you bring it out of its package. It actually doesn't look that big, right? It's because it's folded in. You can see the fabric, the material, and this is the other side. So you just open this up with clean hands, por favor. And this metal strip, this right here that you see that extra stitching, that is the metal strip that goes around your nose. So you just open this up and then you place it on your face, wrap it around. This is literally a one-size-fits-all situation. So you put it on your face like this, and as you can see, even before I do anything, look at that. Look at that. It's like, it's not a tight seal like an N95 mask. It's touching my cheek, which the surgical mask does not. And here, it currently doesn't. So what you do is you just press that down. And I like to give a good press because sometimes I don't care about my makeup. Well, I'm at home, so what do I care about my makeup? I press it down to create as tight of a seal as possible. And as you can see, there is like no lift. And it goes all the way under the chin to the nose. It is breathable, but in between this outside layer and the inside, which I just showed you, there's filters that will help block, that will help keep you safe. I put my eyeglasses on, and ta-da! Look at that full coverage. I love it. And these are disposable, or in my case, I like to reuse it because I don't wear it for 16 hours a day. My mom, however, like for instance, my mother, who I make sure has these masks, she goes out to K-Town to get food and stuff like that because it's higher density population down there, and she's a little bit more afraid. As soon as she she just discards this and then gets in the car. For most people who aren't in dangerous areas, what you can do is you can actually even bake this in the sun, just leave it out in the sunlight and the UV rays, let the UV rays do what they do. Or what you can do is take alcohol, spray it a little bit with alcohol and water mixture, and use 1 part water, so it's not like too crazy alcohol. And then I just spray it and then let it bake in the car in the sunlight, and it's just ready to go. And if I feel like I want a new one, I just use a new one. And that's how you use a KF-94 masks. If you guys see this anywhere, you guys should buy it. You can get this on my website. And for watching this tutorial, you guys will get a 2-for-1 discount code right there, which is 2-for-1. And you get free shipping for orders over $49. I really hope you guys get these masks and check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and turn on notification. And let's stay healthy and happy during phase 2. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.